UWA Fine Arts Department has been center stage this past week with theater and music performances. We'll have more on that, but first.
From Studio 96, located on the University of West Alabama campus in Livingston, Alabama, this is your Tiger Paws, the official weekly student newscast with all things news, sports, and entertainment.
Welcome back to this week's Tiger Paws. I'm Coley Roy.
And I'm Dylan Scruggs. And now on to our first story. The UWA Fine Arts Department has been in full swing the past few weeks with the fall play and piano recital by Dr. Paul Lee. Summer Earl has a recap of the play.
UWA Theater hosted their annual fall productions, giving students the opportunity to change their regular movie night into theater night. The actors first performed New Canadian Kid, written by Dennis Foon. The play was written with the intention of social change, shining a light on bullying in the classroom. I spoke with director Rhonda Woolley for more information.
New Canadian Kid is about 20 years old, and Dennis Foon wrote it for his own personal reasons many years ago because of bullying from his own life and his own experiences and experiences that his children and cousins and nephews and nieces, and he started realizing in his own words, and this is in the play, that bullying is an international sport. It was something that I was familiar with. It was something that fit in line with a very old but contemporary issue. And I wanted to take that out into a new area and with a new group of people and with student actors. We've had a talk back every night that we've had it presented at the university, but none of those talkbacks have gone on or as in-depth as the one that I had with the 7th, 8th, and 9th graders from the charter school just across the way. I'm happy to have gotten to do it again, and I'm eager to see where it might continue throughout the semester.
I also spoke with actress Catherine Akins about her role and her experience performing in this play.
I'm Mac from New Canadian Kid. I was bullied really bad in high school, so throughout this show, a kid comes to school from a completely different country, and he has no clue what anyone's saying. So the whole time, my character, Mac, bullies him, but towards the end, he learns how to face his bully, and he learns how to overcome everything. We even become friends at the end. So I really think it's important for younger kids to see stuff like that, to see that you can overcome this, because bullying's such a big thing today. It's in every school. It's been a really fun experience. We've had lots of laughs.
The second performance of the night was Brush Up on Your Shakespeare, written by Theater Tuscaloosa's Tina F. Turley. This play is an educational piece of theater aiming to introduce Bard's language to students of all ages, relating his past themes to today's culture. I spoke with director Elizabeth Ward for more.
Well, Brush Up Your Shakespeare is actually a touring show for high school and middle schools. And what it is about is you have these two wonderful actors, and they are describing the history of theater. And they go as far back as Shakespeare's time. And they discuss his writing and how it is still relevant today.
I also spoke with actor Luke Doe about his role of playing himself and what it was like his first time performing with UWA Theater.
Brush Up Your Shakespeare was a lot of fun. It took a long time to get everything down, but it was probably my favorite show because, this is the first big production I've done, and especially where I'm the main character, because other plays I've done, I've been a side character, but this has been my favorite because I'm the main character. It's just been a great experience to do this show.
For more information about UWA Theater's future productions and auditions, be sure to contact Rhonda Woolley. Keep a lookout for spring auditions coming up this January. Reporting for Studio 96, I'm Summer Earl.
Summer also attended the piano recital Saturday night at Bibb Graves Auditorium.
The Livingston community had the opportunity to hear a trio performance presented by the Sumter County Fine Arts Council this past Saturday evening in Bibb Graves Auditorium. UWA Assistant Professor of Piano Paul Lee was joined by Jenny Gregor playing the violin and Matt Heislip playing the horn. I spoke with Sumter County Fine Arts Council Chairman Dr. Christopher Schelt on his opinion about the performance.
I enjoyed it greatly. I really did. The first piece was a premiere, so I never heard this piece before, but the piece I liked the best was the Brahms. The Brahms is one of those pieces that you honestly don't get to hear very often because this particular combination of instruments is not one that you find a lot. So we really got to hear something unique and special tonight. Dr. Lee, who was on stage tonight, is a fabulous pianist, and he is preparing a series of performances giving like the history of the sonata. Those are coming up. We're also doing a choral performance with the choirs called A British Cup of Tea, all British music, which will be fun.
More information about upcoming events hosted by the Sumter County Fine Arts Council or by the UWA Fine Arts Department, be sure to contact Dr. Shell. Reporting for Studio 96, I'm Summer Earl.
The university has been working with Schneider Electric to implement a new energy efficiency plan for the past year. The project is currently winding down. Part of this project included the renovation of HVAC systems at Wallace Hall, replacing outdated lighting throughout the campus with LED lights, water conservation measures, and bringing many of the buildings onto an automated system to regulate temperatures across the campus. You will notice in all the campus facilities that the temperature will be regulated to 72 or 73 for cooling and 68 to 69 in heating mode. These changes will allow the university to meet the goal of saving $300,000 annually. To report issues to the physical plant by going to hd.uwa.edu.
Now let's head over to Grace Self in the Zone Sports Corner for this week's Zone Sports Update. Grace?
Welcome back to another week of the Zone Sports Corner updates. I'm Grace Self. We start off with women's soccer. The team came out Sunday, October 20th, and defeated the West Florida Argos with an outstanding match. After going back and forth the whole game, they had a game-winning goal by Brianna Forrest that sealed the deal for the Tigers. UWA improved 8-3-1 overall and 6-1-1 in the conference while riding the wave of a 7-game unbeaten streak. The West Alabama Tigers host the last of their regular season games against Christian Brothers starting Friday, October 25th at 5 p.m. Next to men's soccer. The West Alabama Tigers fought hard October 20th against the West Florida Argos, but ended the match in a tie after 2 overtime periods. UWA moves to 3-6-2 on the season and won 3-2 in the GSC competition. The men's soccer team will play again this week against Christian Brothers at the Tiger Stadium starting at 7:30 p.m. The women's volleyball team started off strong in the Sunshine State Conference crossover with a win over Florida Tech University. The star performance was by Jessica Akona, finished with 11 kills to lead the team. The Tigers did start off strong to begin their day, but the Spring Hill Badgers came back for the victory after losing first 2 sets against the Tigers. The following match went the same way for the West Alabama Tigers, losing again to the Rolling Tars. Even with the losses, Taylor Donato had killer games with finishing the match with 15 kills and 12 digs for a double-double for the 11th time this season. The next match is for Tigers is set for October 25th against the Montevallo Falcons starting at 6 p.m. Also, be on the lookout for the Fall 2019 Zone magazine published by the IMC department. This magazine goes in depth about players, coaches, and the athletic department. To get your very own copy, stop by Wallace 108 or go to uwazone.com. That's all I have for you this week. Join me next time for more Zone Sports Corner updates. From the Zone, I'm Grace Self.
Thanks, Grace. Now to some upcoming campus and community events. Halloween is approaching, and the UWA Film Series will present Poltergeist at Bridges Auditorium Thursday, October 24th at 6 p.m. Dr. Alan Brown, UWA's resident ghost story author, will speak about the movie before the viewing. These events is hosted by the Phi Alpha Theta, Sigma Tau Delta, and the UWA History Club. Admission is free and open to the public. That's all we have for you this week, Tigers. If you have any news story or information about an event in the community, you can email details to studio96@uwa.edu. Look for us on the Studio 96 Productions Facebook page and our YouTube channel, Tiger Paws Newscast. Be sure to tune in next time for more Tiger Paws updates. I'm Dylan Scruggs.
And I'm Kohler Roy, Studio 96.